Hello and welcome back to On The Rocks. Hope you're all doing well today and looking forward to today's episode as we look to try and win another bit of silverware in the Scottish Cup. We're also going to use today to have a little look back throughout the save so far, because a few guys have asked to see some of the best 11s and stuff like that from Aberdeen over the years, to have a little bit of a reminder of what we've had in the past and how well we've done to get to this point. You'll also remember yesterday I said to you that on the 18th of May it looked like there was going to be a draw for the Club World Championships. Well, that draw's not happened. At least I've not had a news article about it. Draw, Club World, nothing coming up there. So I don't know if the draw's just been done without telling me about it. It will start... Why has it not been drawn? It now says there's no draw. Teams... Rules? I don't know what's going on here. Well, we might find out today who we're going to play in the Club World Championships, or we might not. I don't know what's going on with this. But today we are taking on Rangers. We've just beaten them actually in the final league game of the season. Since last episode we've played 2 games, a 6-3 win against Hibs and a 2-0 win against Rangers. So hopefully we do the same again here today. And so it just makes perfect sense for us to jump straight into it. The team is probably the best team that we've got, minus a couple of players, so it's not the best team we've got at all, is it? The team is this. We've got Peter in goal with a backline of Passos, Demancic, Sandro and Howarth, Sissoko and McGlumper in midfield, Lacruz, Cavalcanti and McRae in the attacking midfield because of injuries to... Oh, Lascelles back. Oh, he's not injured. Let's put him on the bench. Let's put him on the bench instead of Jez Finlay. And we'll leave Thad McRae to start, and Varela will lead the line. So as kickoff is upon us, it seems like every game now starts off with a highlight. That's not normally the case, but in the past 2 episodes, we have seen highlights straight from kickoff, and not all of them have resulted in early goals, but hopefully this one will, as Sissoko drives forward into Lacruz, who cuts inside, and the ball forward not quite reaching the target Lacruz wanted it to get to, but he's back on the ball now into Howarth. Howarth into the area, brought down, no penalty, but Thad McRae holds onto it into Sissoko. A goal inside of 45 seconds. Oh, it's disallowed. You hate to see it. Who's offside? I mean, Lacruz is not interfering with play there. That's really annoying. For me, that goal should stand. I would not be giving that one as offside. But I mean, I would say that because I'm the Aberdeen manager, aren't I, suppose. In the meantime, Sissoko looking to get down at the left-hand side, gets it to Lacruz, back to Sissoko into Passos. Lovely passing, finding so much space, and we're getting very unlucky here. The post this time. And again, another chance for us to come forward. We're having so many chances inside the first 10 minutes of this game as Thad McRae on the edge of the area gets it to Lacruz. Sissoko from distance scores what could be goal of the season for Sissoko's 18th of the season. He's a centre midfielder. Occasionally plays in Cavalcanti's role as the shadow striker occasionally. But majority of the time he plays as the Mazzala. And he's got 18 goals to his name. He is phenomenal. Worth every penny, I think, bringing him in this season, or last season, where it was. £40 million we paid for him. It's a lot of money, but he seems well worth it, particularly with that sort of goal-scoring return from the centre of midfield as Thad McRae hits the post. Oh. I mean, I was zoned out then. I'll be honest with you, I was zoned out, not really paying much attention to what's going on. And then I saw that goal. Sissoko on fire today. Wow. I was actually thinking about how to do the next episode. I was thinking about how do we do the Club World Championships in one episode and a transfer special. They might have to be separate, but I think they both go on at the same time. So it might be like just a 2-hour-long video or something like that. I don't know. It's going to be a long one either way, I think, with the transfer special and the Club World Championships going on. Unless, of course, we get knocked out the Club World Championships in the group stage. Like, that's a real possibility as well. I don't know. But it's going to be a long episode whenever that one comes out. So it might not actually end up being tomorrow if it is a really long one, because a lot of time to record, a lot of time to edit as Cavalcanti scores a goal. What day is it today? I mean, I'm recording this early. Man City came out on... What day did Man City come out on? It came out on Wednesday, which means that Chelsea was Thursday, Bayern Friday, This one's Saturday. So you could be really lucky. You could be very lucky. You could have a stream on Monday. Well, I'm streaming on Monday. A new stream save we started off last week, by the way, with Vitória over in Portugal. It's a lot of fun, actually. I'm having so much fun doing it. It's a very similar style, actually, to On the Rocks and the way what we're trying to do with it, essentially. So if you like this sort of style of, save, building a team up to be the best in the league and the best in Europe and whatnot, then we're doing that on stream with Vitória. I'm streaming Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays or Sundays at the moment. It sort of depends what I'm doing on those days, but definitely Mondays and Thursdays. So come along, link down to Twitch in the description. But essentially, I'll be streaming on Monday, and then after that's finished, we could be having like a bumper On the Rocks episode as well. You never know. Unless it comes out tomorrow, then obviously that won't be Monday. But I don't know when it's going to come out, basically. Stop pressuring me. That's very harsh. You're not pressuring me. I'm putting the pressure on myself. But it's nice to let people enjoy the videos. You love to see it. Either way, Tam McLumper on the ball into Sissoko as he gets the ball out wide. No, forward to... How's that not gone in? Sissoko on the ball for us once again, looking to grab a fourth goal to really put the result beyond all doubt. Bodies are down on the floor in the area. No one wins a penalty. Not quite sure what that highlight was for, but we've played a phenomenal game here today, outclassing Rangers completely to win another Scottish Cup. And of course, you know what's coming. It's another Streamer Showdown we've also won as well. We've won so many of these now. We must be beating Kev's record by now, the amount we've won Streamer Showdown-wise. It's fantastic as Cavalcanti into Varela. Varela to make it 4. Can't do it. He has been a breath of fresh air, though, Varela, since coming in this season. And Thad McRae, well, there he is. The classy man as ever. Scores a very classy goal. Oh, and can we make it 5? Domancic, oh, he hits the post. Very unlucky there. But that should be that. The full-time whistle goes. Aberdeen 4, Rangers 0. And it's another Streamer Showdown / Scottish Cup to add to the collection. Congratulations, boys. Really good stuff there. You should be very proud of yourselves this season. Not quite the season we would have wanted in the Champions League. I mean, a semi-final is still... Imagine being disappointed at a Champions League semi-final, right? We are phenomenal. We've come so far. The least we can do in the league is win the league and then win the cup as well. Like, we're doing phenomenally well there. I'm really happy. We'll win a Champions League one day. But of course, before that, we have the Club World Championships to play, which will be a lot of fun, as Motherwell beat Inverness in the relegation playoff second. So Inverness not coming up, Motherwell stay up. Is that it? Or did Motherwell get relegated? No, it didn't get relegated. It was them trying to avoid relegation. So we've done the double. You love to see it. Nisbet hails me as a legend. You love to see it. Thank you, Nisbet. How are you getting on, lads? Still at Hull. Scoring a few goals, but obviously... It was a good job we sold for £10 million. Reece James is urging Jan Cavalcanti to join Chelsea. Well, actually, Reece James, we beat you in the Champions League, so he doesn't want to join you. He wants to stay with us. But that's the season over. Season done and dusted. We need to start thinking about next season. And given that, well, right now we've got no updates from the board on transfer budgets or anything like that, I'm assuming we're going to be stuck with the 17 that they gave us when we qualified for the Champions League like 6 months ago or something like that, because we had no money in the bank account at the time. So that's a little frustrating. I'm not quite sure what to make of that one yet. But here is the season review. The new arrivals this season have all played brilliantly. Once again, another Alavio, you can't quite see it's behind me. You don't need to see it. It's below a 7 rating, only just though. But everyone who's come in this season above a 7 rating. The best one, though, Domancic with a 7.5 average rating. Absolutely phenomenal. Rebull is class. Alien is class. Dan Howarth was very good as well. I want Alien and Howarth back. Now that we've got Domancic, I'm not too fussed about Rebull. But a 7.35 is still pretty decent, right? A phenomenal season, winning the league, of course, and winning the cup. Another pretty much full-out stadium capacity as well. Champions League semi-finals, you hate to see it, but... it doesn't matter too much. It's okay. You know, we can go again next season. We won the Scottish Cup, of course, and the Betfred Cup quarterfinals lost to Celtic. So we always do ban the Betfred Cup. Best result this season was 12-0 against Dunfermline, and a match to remember was 8-0 against Dunfermline. You love to see it. Aberdeen, we beat them 4-0, obviously, in the Scottish Cup final. As I said, Sissoko, I said it was goal of the season. Goal of the season for Sissoko. Brilliant. Financially, not as good as last season. We are massively up on sponsorship, actually. 1.5 up to 4.1, which is great. Corporate up a little bit, but prize money down 30 million because of the Champions League final we got to last season. Broadcast down by quite a lot as well. I'm not quite sure why that's down so much. And matchday and commercial down a little bit too. So not making quite so much money this season. This is the best team of the year, as you will know, because it's literally the team we played every single time. But we'll look at the overall best 11 shortly. Jan Cavalcanti, 17 player of the matches this season, and Fuental was the highest transfer fee we've ever received at 30 million. Cavalcanti falling just short of the 44 goals he got last season with only 37 this time. Only 37. But Tam McLumper with a 20 assist season is phenomenal. Really good, and apparently 52 passes completed per 90 minutes. He is incredible. Also, I win manager of the month most months, as you can see. So a good season there. I think we can be pretty happy with it. We've paid out £3.6 million to the players and staff based on performances. Cavalcanti's average rating across the season, or the Scottish Premiership season, sorry, of a 7.93 is a record. That is mental. Club vision then. Has this changed? Yeah, a little bit actually. It's now changed to maintain the club's status as the most reputable club in Scotland and the best youth academy in the country as well. And the world. Maintain the best youth system in the world. Have they not seen our regen days that have been abysmal in the past few years? There's no way it's the best in the world. It might be the best in the country, but definitely not the best in the world. But we'll accept the vision either way. It looks pretty good to me. Squad dynamics, we've got McLumper, Admilson and Cavalcanti as the leaders. Amazing stuff. End of season team meeting is usually the same. We've won the title. Let's go and win it again next season. They love to see it. Champions League, we're going to get to the later stages. They love to see it. And we'll do promises, which I never do anyway, next season. Awards then. I have won Manager of the Year, as you would expect, because I am absolutely world class. Amazing stuff. Jan Cavalcanti, Scottish Player of the Season, and Football Writers Player of the Season. And not quite top scorer, Abel Ruiz gets that. It's a bit annoying, isn't it? Passos is Rookie of the Year. Oh, because he's the Young Player of the Year. That makes more sense. I'm going to say Rookie is not a rookie, but Young Player of the Year for Passos, as Cavalcanti wins Young Scottish Football Writers Young Player of the Year. Weird awards, aren't they, to be fair? And then Team of the Season, not quite as dominated by us this time around, is Cavalcanti. So for some reason, Jan Cavalcanti is not in Team of the Year. I think someone needs to have a word with the people who do this. I mean, congrats to Kieran Hanratty. You'd love to see Aberdeen alumni doing very well for themselves. He just bags goals, doesn't he? I kind of regret selling him, if I'm honest with you, but we've got better players in now. Although saying that, he still scores the goals, so who knows? He could have done amazing stuff for us. Maybe he was one that got away. And well, speaking of one that got away and old players, let's have a look. This is, so far, after 9 seasons, the overall best 11, and I'm in the way of it, aren't I? Hang on. I'm gone. You can see Bazunu, still the best keeper for us. Portier, Admilson, Suva, and Torres in that back line. What a dream team that is. McLumper and Cavalcanti in the centre of midfield for some reason. I don't know why Cavalcanti's there. Gordon on the wing, Ben Knight on the wing, Nisbet up front, and Shaban up front. That's the overall best 11. Let's see where they are. Bazunu, we sold him obviously to Le Havre. He's had a pretty decent season there in Ligue 1. And he has, if we can see, league table, they have come 8th. Not too bad. Brian Portier, he is now playing for a team in Argentina that we sold him to this season for 4.5 million. Had a decent-ish season there. Admilson obviously playing for us. Suva, I think we mentioned a few episodes ago, plays for Atalanta now after leaving Paderborn. So he's not really played there though. Jakov Suva more of a backup player nowadays. Torres though, what's he up to nowadays? Still at Reading. Sold him for £16 million to Reading and he got relegated immediately from the Premiership. Have they been promoted again, though? They're in the playoff final. We're backing Reading for that one, then. Come on, Torres. McLumper and Cavalcanti, we know all about. Anthony Gordon is now at Aston Villa. Left for a free to Sheffield United and is now playing in the Championship for Villa. Interesting. Ben Knight has just moved to Arsenal, which is a big move for him. We saw him to Wolfsburg and he's played a full season at Arsenal and done really well. Was selling Ben Knight a mistake? Arsenal, 5th in the Premier League. You might argue that actually it was a mistake. Maybe it was. Up front, obviously, Shaban we know about, and we looked at Nisbet moments ago, didn't we? He's still at Hull City playing League One, League Championship. You love to see it. In terms of the bench, Joe Lewis is on there. He's retired from football after playing for us for 213 games. We love you, Joe Lewis. Johnny Herrera, currently playing for Mallorca after we sold him there for £10 million. Ferguson's on the bench. Thad McRae's on the bench. Shankland, he's now playing for Al Jazeera still. Surprised he's still there, bagging the goals in for fun in the UAE and earning a ton of money on £69,000 a week. Good job for him. I'm happy for him. Tommy Hoban as well, retired after leaving us to go to Hamilton. He's now retired from football. And Florian Camberi, also still playing for Olympiacos right now after going back to St. Gallen, scored loads of goals for them and has done terribly at Olympiacos. So that's the best 11 that we've ever had. Give it another 9 seasons, 10 years. I'm interested to see how this changes. But we do need to look to the future. And because we don't have a huge amount of transfer budget, £18 million we've been given, it's frustrating, that, isn't it? Can we get Lassialian back on loan again? I'd love to have him back. The thing is, he's really good. He's really good. And I feel like United will want to keep hold of him. They're looking to give a player the chance in the third. We'll make the offer anyway. In fact, we'll make him an important player. We'll make the offer anyway and see if they say yes. But I don't think they will. What about Dan Howarth? He has been good, but I'd like to think we can get a better right back in. But then again, he can come in to be backup anyway. And again, first choice, they want to make him a first team player. So we won't put a bid in for him. And Reball, I wouldn't mind having him back, but I'm not desperate to have him back. Loan offer, again, want to give him a chance in the first team. So a little bit of a dilemma on our hands then, because for the Club World Championships, we might be without those three. Well, we will be. We will be without those 3 players. And it gets even worse for us. We've now been taxed for £7.5 million, so that's some money missing. Please be a big commercial boost. Not really. We've signed 2 new sponsorship deals for £750,000. Financially, £45 million in the bank. That's actually quite alright, to be fair. Sponsorship, though, per season is rubbish. I mean, who signed off on this deal for £37,000 a season? We're a Champions League finalist team, semi-finalist this season. Who signed off on a £37,000 a year deal? And also the stadium. Who signed off on a 15 years deal on the stadium for £1.9 million a season? That's poor. So call that 2 million, call that $1 million, call those two 1.5 million. That's we're looking at, if I can do my maths, 4.5 million plus a little bit extra. Yeah, 4.5 million, call it. I mean, Celtic get 13. We're better than Celtic. We should get more. And then this is just Scotland. Wait until we see England. Southampton in 20th get 5-6 times more sponsorship money than we do as a Champions League semi-finalists this season. It's insane. Obviously, reputation has a huge amount to do with it, and the Premier League is the best league in the world in terms of reputation. So, of course, they're going to make more money, but it's mad how much more. Imagine if we have a sponsorship income of United and what we could do with that. But we beat Man City and Chelsea this season, who get tons of money in sponsorship, so we are doing well. I do want to sort of carry on a little bit, though. I want to see what happens with the Club World Championships and what's going on with it. Oh, by the way, United accept the bid for Lassialian on loan. That's very good. We'll pay him £65,000 a week, which is a lot, but for me, he's worth it. And it means we don't have to worry about wingers too much. Obviously, we've only got £18 million to spend. We're not going to be able to bring in a world-class right-back and right-winger for that. So if we can get him in on loan, that would be really nice, actually. But as I just keep pressing continue, there's not really anything going on for the Club World Championships. As, well, we're not involved in any of this. I don't know why we're getting news articles about Euro Cup Golden Boot winners. Maybe one of these guys is a shortlist or something, I don't know. Either way, Lassialian is back on loan for another season. You love to see it. That's one issue solved. I don't really feel the need to bring Reball back. He is very good, but we brought Domancic in, and he is incredible alongside Sandro or Admilson. So Reball, we'll let him go. We'll try and bring someone Scottish in at centre-back as another backup. And the same with Dan Howarth, right? I think we take some time to look for a right-back before we commit to maybe trying to get him back again. I just... He's not world-class, is he? Like, if we compare him with Passos, I mean... Obviously, Passos plays on the left, but you can just see how much better he is. We need a Passos on the right-hand side, not a Dan Howarth. If anything, Dan Howarth, he wasn't as good as Rodriguez. The Rodriguez we had the season before, who was from Atletico but got injured, had to go back at one point. He was better than Dan Howarth. Champions League final. Maybe this is what we're waiting for on the grounds of the Club World Championship. See who wins this, and then the Club World Championships gets drawn, maybe. I'm actually quite happy. I'm quite happy. We can say that we lost to the eventual winners, and it also means that PSG didn't win it again. So congrats Bayern Munich for winning it for a 4th time. The most successful club in this save in terms of Champions League. That's mental, actually. And it also means that PSG didn't win another one. You'd love to see it. We're going to be in this winners column one day. It might take some time. We're going to get there, though. And it does give us some extra money as well. An extra £2 million for TV income, and then £14 million for, I don't know what this is even for, coefficient ranking pool money. All right, thank you. So does this do anything for the Club World Championships at all? Is it going to give us a draw or anything like that? Also nice to see that Jan Cavalcanti recognised in the Champions League second best midfielder. Not quite number 1. That seems a bit harsh. But the club, well, oh, maybe the draw has been done because it's Team Wellington versus Hiroshima in the preliminary rounds. When's that being played? On the 18th? Oh, the 18th of... Oh, so I don't think we're going to find out anything until the 18th of June when that game kicks off. So, next episode... I don't really know how we're going to work it, if I'm honest with you. We're back on the 18th of June for the Club World Championships. How long does this tournament take? Rules. Let's have a quick look. The final is held on the 8th of July. I think we can hold off on transfer business until then. I think tomorrow we play through this. We do every game. As long as we stay in this, we do it all. We do all the group stage games, quarterfinals, semi-finals and finals, or third place if we get there. We do all this in tomorrow's episode. And then after that, we do a transfer special. I think that's how we'll work it. So thank you ever so much for watching today. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. And of course, if you have done, make sure you do drop a like on the video for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. And I will see you next time. Have a good one. Goodbye.